Earlier this month, the Trump administration moved to withhold millions of dollars in federal funding from family planning clinics across the nation.
Now here in Maine, Democrats in the legislature are pushing a bill that would increase state funding to these centers, which provide services like testing for sexually transmitted diseases and access to birth control. Republicans spoke fiercely against the legislation today and the state money it would require. Our Donovan Lynch has more from the State House.
Following a spirited debate in the Maine House, the Democratic majority advanced a bill that would significantly increase funding for family planning services. Right now, the state gives just under $1 million a year for this care, which ranges from treatment for sexually transmitted diseases to cancer screenings and birth control. Under the bill, annual funding would reach around $6.1 million. During debate on the floor, Republicans raised concern that the money the bill seeks to spend would be used for abortion. But state law does not include abortion care in the definition of family planning services, which the legislation is focused on funding. And representatives from Planned Parenthood emphasized there are mechanisms in place to make sure none of the money from the bill would pay for abortion care. Now, because Planned Parenthood is involved in offering family planning care, GOP lawmakers were also uneasy about supporting the funding that could go to the organization, whose political action group has supported Democratic candidates. But Planned Parenthood representatives say that the money in this bill is specifically for family planning services and is critical as the Trump administration pauses federal funding for this health care.
These funds were always important, but they're even more important in this really difficult and unstable federal environment to make sure that Maine people have the services and healthcare they rely on.
There are way too many organizations that need the money, and I just would prefer it going there. I think they can do fundraising just like they can for the free clinics. We're all for the free clinics.
Now, today's action by the House is not the final vote on the bill. And even if the legislation gets support from both chambers, it's no sure thing that the money to fund it will be available. In Augusta, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.